Hey y'all, how are my fellow nerds? I am done with finals. Yay, I did pretty good. I didn't do as good as I wanted to, but I did pretty good. I will have more time to focus on my podcast soon because like I said, I'm done with finals. Even better news, my girls, they're going to be out of school next week. So I will have more time to focus on my podcast. Doing one podcast a week has been odd to me, has been weird to me. Like I was used to doing 3 podcasts, like 3 tiny podcasts throughout the week. And then I just went to one a week and it's just weird and I don't like it. So I'll be back to my podcast as soon as the girls are out of school. So if you are a returning listener, thank you so much. I appreciate every single one of you. If you are new to my podcast, welcome and thank you for checking out my podcast. I wish I could bring you all in and give you a big hug. I love all your faces, new and old. Like listeners, not ages, new and old listeners. I love all your faces. I don't have an intro, but I will have one. I'm working on it, and I just hit my elbow on my desk. I don't have an intro, but I will have one. I'm working on it, and I'm going to have it soon. So until then, this is the Nerd in Texas podcast. I am your hostess, Chanel Fortney. I talk about movies, TV shows, books, a little bit of video games, mostly Fortnite. But I've been playing Call of Duty Cold War Zombies lately. I love killing me some zombies. It's so much fun. I'm trying to change all my gamer tags to Nerd in Texas so y'all can play with me. And as soon as I get that done, I'll let you know. Because I've had a few listeners be like, hey, I want to play with you. And so, alright. Shout out to Hicks, who is like, I call him like my Fortnite husband. He's so awesome. Like, he just like randomly buys me cool skins and stuff. And I'm like, dude. And then I feel bad. So I buy him skins. And then, so we have this like back and forth, like buy each other skins things. Cause like, I don't know. I don't like it when people buy me things. It's just weird. So, for this podcast, I will be talking about the new Mortal Kombat movie with spoilers and some updates on my podcast with some exciting news. I wish that I could tell you right now, but I'm going to save it for last so I can get into it about Mortal Kombat and just hear all the fun stuff about Mortal Kombat. So stick around to the end. So, now on to Mortal Kombat. I wish I could say it really say it, but then it'd be really loud in your ears and nobody wants that. So, it got 55% on Rotten Tomatoes. And according to IMDb, Mortal Kombat, the new one that just came out, is about an MMA fighter, Cole Young, who's played by Louis Tan, accustomed to taking a beating for money, is unaware of his heritage, or why Outworld's Emperor, Shang Tsung, or Chen Han, has sent his best warrior, Sub-Zero, played by Joe Taslim, an otherworldly cryomancer, to hunt Cole down. Fearing his family's safety, Cole goes into search for Sonya Blade, who is played by Jessica McNamee, at the direction of Jax, who's played by McCad Brooks, a special forces major who bears the same strange dragon marking Cole has been born with. Soon he finds himself at the temple of Lord Raiden, an elder god, and the protector of the Earth Realm. I was about to say Ether Realm. What is Ether Realm? Protector of the Earth Realm, who grants sanctuary to those who bear the mark. Here Cole trains with experienced warriors like Liu Kang, or played by Ludi Lin, and Kung Lao, played by Max Huang, and rogue mercenary Kano, played by Josh Lawson, as he prepares to stand with Earth's greatest champions against the enemies of Outworld in a high-stakes battle for the universe. But will Cole be pushed hard enough to unlock his arcana, the immense power from within his soul in time to save not. Dude, like Kobe, that's funny. How can you imagine like Kobe in Mortal Kombat, like somehow have like some basketball arcana power? That would be funny. Anyways, fun fact before I get into this. Ronda Rousey wanted to play Sonya Blade. I'm not sure if she like auditioned for the part. I know she put it all over Twitter like, Sonya Blade's my favorite. I want to be Sonya Blade, blah, blah, blah. So like I said, I'm not sure if she like actually auditioned for the part. And I don't know if she was like turned down for the part or whatever. But she is the voice of Sonya Blade in the new video game. I am like a huge Ronda Rousey fan. I know a lot of people don't like her. I know you either love her or hate her type of deal. But Ronda Rousey was, you know, she fought for UFC, she quit UFC, she went in and wrestled for WWE, then she quit WWE, and I know she was trying to have a baby, and then she just announced on Instagram that she was pregnant, so maybe that's why she possibly wasn't Sonya Blade, you know, trying to have a baby, kind of don't want to get kicked around trying to have a baby, and so that could be a big part of it, but they did make her, like, they did let her be a voice of Sonya Blade in the new Mortal Kombat movie, so I thought that was cool. So I decided to watch the movie and make a judgment for myself, because I saw a lot of mixed emotions about this movie, so here it is. I liked it, but I didn't like it at the same time. Like, I liked things about it, but then at the same time, I kind of, like, didn't like what the same thing, I don't know. Everyone complained that there was, like, no storyline or the plot was weak and it had cheesy acting, and I totally agree. It was pretty cheesy. It's like they tried to make a love story mixed with a horror movie, but this is Mortal Kombat. No one cares about the plot. No one cares about the cheesy acting. No one cared. No one wanted that. We wanted fatalities. That's what we wanted the movie for. We wanted fatalities, and we wanted to hear the "get over here." Like, that was the only thing we wanted, and we got it. We got a few, and the ones we did get, the fatalities that we did get, they did not disappoint. But at the same time, like, it's 2021, and I felt like some of the fatality scenes were kind of cheesy. Like, I don't know, like the special, I don't know. Movies these days have amazing technologies and the effects and stuff like that. And yeah, the fatality scenes were like really cool, but I feel like the people who did the Saw movies should have done like the fatality scenes, because then it would have been like, I don't know, it would have been crazy. But at the same time, when you play the video game, the fatalities are actually like just a couple of seconds. They're just a couple of short, like, split them open type deal, like real quick. So in the movie, I felt like it kind of had the same timing, as opposed to like in a movie, you can take your time and you can really do cool stuff like this. But what do I know? I'm not a movie critic, and I don't get to make the movies. Even though it would be really cool if I could at least be like, hey, let's not do that. But in this movie, they introduced Cole Young, played by Louis Tan, and for a long time, fans spit out theories that he was Scorpion reincarnated. But in the movie, they explain that Scorpion is Cole's ancestor, and the funny thing is in the movie, they got the math wrong. Like, I don't like math, but the film starts with the introduction of Hanzo Hazashi, who is also, you know, Scorpion, who lives in 1617, and later on Raiden says to the sorcerer that Hazashi's bloodline still lives on after 4,000 years. Correctly, that would be 400 years, but at the same time, I feel like maybe I'm overthinking this, and this could be like, even Hazashi's bloodline goes on for 4,000 years, and, I don't know. I don't even know why I brought that up. I don't even know why I don't know why I obsessed over that, but I did. So like I said, the movie opens up with Hanzo in Japan with his family trying to live a normal life when Bihan, or not yet named Sub-Zero, shows up and kills his family, kills Hanzo's family. And then Bihan kills Hanzo, but doesn't know that Hanzo's wife, the super smart woman she is, hid their baby daughter, and the baby daughter was rescued by Lord Raiden to preserve the Hazashi bloodline that eventually leads to Cole being born. So in the movie, Cole is an MMA fighter and just gets the crap beat out of him over and over again. When he unlocks his Arcana powers, he has this suit that can absorb power, and it can absorb the hits and blasts that he takes and converts them into his own power. And he can also create weapons as an extension of this suit. So to me, I didn't like the look of the suit or the body armor that he had. It just looked like he was wearing like a rubber shirt. But it had like cool swirly crisscross designs and such. But it just looked like they didn't have enough money in the budget. So they were like, hey, can you get Under Armour on the phone? And I'm talking about the Under Armour, like clothing brand Under Armour. And see if they could like make something for us maybe. Like, I don't know. Like I don't know. It just didn't. The suit just looked weird. And he'd, like, wear it, and he'd have his whole, like, fighting scenes, and I don't know. I don't know why I didn't like it, but I didn't. I have a feeling I'm the only person who feels that way, and I'm sorry. Don't be mad at me. Don't hate me because I didn't like it. So, in the video game, Scorpion is fueled by revenge, and, like in the movie, he's sent to Hell, where he learns to control Hellfire. And that is when Hanzo becomes Scorpion and gets his fire powers. In the movie, he comes back, him and Cole fight Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero traps Cole's family. Scorpion sees it and is like, oh, hell no. Not again. And takes out Sub-Zero and says something to Cole about preserving his bloodline and returns back to Hell. Sub-Zero and Katana were always my favorite in the video game. We don't see Katana in this movie, but we do see Melina, which is kind of weird and kind of disappointing because Melina is Katana's clone. So, like, there would be no Melina without Katana, but there's Melina in the show, or in the movie, so it's like, why would you introduce it backwards? Like, why would you have Melina first and then Katana? And it just, I don't know. It's been speculated that she'll be in the second Mortal Kombat movie, reboot, but we shall see. I like saying that word, reboot. It's also speculated that Scorpion will be in the Mortal Kombat 2, the reboot. And I read somewhere that the actor has like a 4-movie contract. I don't know. We shall see. But yeah, that's one thing I was kind of disappointed about. But to me, the people who make these movies, it's like, did you even play the game? Do you even know the storyline? Did you even have, like, you can have Melina and not Katana? Like, you can't have Melina without Katana. Melina is from Katana. Finkel is Einhorn. Like, I don't know why I'm so, like, I don't know why I'm so disappointed with that part, but I guess it's just because it doesn't make sense to me that there is a storyline that just wasn't followed. I don't know. But, you know, it is what it is. So that's my Mortal Kombat story. Hey nerds, you know I love helping you out. So I'm giving you a little tidbit on if you are wanting to start a podcast. I highly suggest you start it with Anchor. It's the easiest way to make a podcast. And let me explain. 1, it's free. There are creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or your computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. I hope you enjoyed my telling of it. Tell me your favorite Mortal Kombat fighter. How did you feel about the movie? Do you disagree with me? Do you agree with me? You know, these are the hard-hitting questions. Let me know, man. If you're like, no, Chanel, you're wrong, correct me. I don't care. I'm not a Karen. I'm not going to be like, no. If you Googled it, I don't know. Just tell me if I'm wrong. I don't know if I'm wrong about the whole Melina and Katana thing. And it could be something that I totally made up in my head and I totally should have Googled it. But, yeah, let me know. So, before I get into the exciting news, I have a mission for you, if you choose to accept. I need you. I need your help. I need you to go onto Twitter, check out my draft picks for best 90s video games, and vote for me. Yes. I have the link in my links page. It's at the top of the list, and it says, vote for me! It's like in all caps. It takes you right to SWO Productions. It's their whole deal. He does like drafts and stuff, and I got to be a part of this draft group, and it was super cool. We chose 90s video games, and it was a lot of fun, and just vote for me. What do I win? Nothing. Oh, just bragging rights that I'm a woman who won this round. What? Actually, I gotta get with SWO Protections because I don't know. Has he ever had a woman win? Woman won? Has he ever? I don't know if that's happened yet. So, what are my picks, you ask? What 90s video games were the best? Here we go. First of all, 007 GoldenEye on Nintendo 64. My brothers and I played that game. I don't know how many nights, how many hours, whatever. My brothers would get mad at me because I would find the golden gun every single time. It was like I just knew. And they would get so mad. I'm pretty sure they hated me and disowned me as their sister, but whatever, it happens. Mario Kart 64. Okay. That one's a good one too. I found all the shorts. Okay, so my brothers were naturally really good and always beat me at video games, but I always found the shortcuts and always beat them, and they would get mad. The little sister was beating them, and they didn't like that. Anyways, on to number 3, Sonic and Knuckles. Why I loved that game so much, I have no idea, but it was my jam. That game was I loved Sonic and Knuckles. It was just fun to play. So, on to number 4. Star Fox 64. I played a lot of Nintendo 64 games, now that I think about it. Because, that's all that's pretty much on my list. Except for Sonic and Knuckles. And then my next one, I put the OG, number 1, first Resident Evil. My older brother used to get scared playing that game. And he would, go upstairs and be like, hey, Chanel, would you just, hang out on the couch with me while I play this game? It's really late and it's dark, and I like the game, but, can you just, chill with me? And I'd be like, sure. Because that game was so scary. And then you look back at the graphics and you're like, what? Everyone looks like squares. And I'm not talking about, tiny little pixel squares. I'm talking, if you look at Lara Croft Tomb Raider back then, she had, boxes for boobs. They were, I dare you to Google it. Google it. Google, original Lara Croft video game, and she literally has, boxes for boobs. And I saw someone who cosplayed Lara Croft with boxes for... Oh, it was hilarious. I kind of want to steal that idea. So, for my last pick, I chose Roller Coaster Tycoon. I played that game for hours, way too much. Sorry, my voice is but it was awesome. Those are my picks. You can check out the other ones, but you're only allowed to vote for me. As my strategy for picking my games, I pretty much just picked the games that I spent the most time playing. I played forever and ever and ever and just had fun playing with them. I didn't really have this game was popular, everybody loved this game. I just whatever game I played endlessly, that's what I'm going for. It was a lot of fun to be a part of this draft, and I want you to check out SWO Productions. Thank you for having me. Thank you for letting me be a part of the draft. I will leave a link to them in my description notes. You can follow them on Twitter. They are part of my Twitter squad, as I like to call it. So make sure you go into my links page. And also I'll have the link in my description. So, now for the amazing news. Are you ready? I have a sponsor. It is like my dream sponsor. I am so excited they're taking this chance on little old me. But I have a lot of people ask, like, why aren't you sponsored? What's taking so long? Your podcast is great. You should have a sponsor. Well, one, I'm flattered. Two, I actually don't have a lot of listeners per episode. And I was kind of like waiting to have a lot, like more listeners per episode. Like I'm lucky if I reach 7. But I don't care about the numbers. I don't care about all of that. I just enjoy podcasting. And I enjoy talking about movies and fandoms and theories and having completely useless information that, you know, one day can help you win trivia night, maybe. I was also being picky and wanted a sponsor that not only did I love, but was also beneficial to my listeners, so beneficial to y'all. I didn't want to talk about movies and then be like, so, by the way, order a bottle of shampoo with your name on it. Being a girl who's not very a girl, like can't girl very well, I choose like the cheapest shampoo or whatever's on sale. And so when people, like I got messages like, hey, become an affiliate for, it really is like a shampoo that you can customize and put your name on it. And I think the funniest message I got to be a sponsor, an affiliate with, or whatever, is a soap washing kit for the male genitalia. And so I messaged them and was like, I don't know if you've actually paid attention to my Instagram or listened to my podcast, but I am a woman and I don't have the right plumbing to promote your product. And they're like, well, you can like have your husband try it and you can do it based off of that. And but I'm just like, I'm single. I don't have a man to do that. Anyways, but you get my point. I didn't want to talk about movies. I didn't want to talk about movies and then be like, by the way, you can wash your tennis balls. You can wash your tennis balls and yeah, you get what I'm saying. You get it. You get it. So without further ado, I am now sponsored by Alamo Drafthouse. Yes, yes, yes. It's totally based off commission, but they could totally pay me in fried pickles and I would be happy. I'm telling you, their fried pickles are the best. They're the spears, not the chips. I like the spears. The chips, it's just like not enough pickle to batter ratio. And the fried pickles, it's like the spears, you get like a bunch of pickle and some batter. And yes, I am very adamant about my fried pickles. I feel like everyone has that one food group or that one thing of food that they are like obsessed with and have like a scientific ratio calculation to. And mine is fried pickles. So anyways, Alamo Drafthouse is my happy place. It's where I like to go when I want to go see a movie or like I want to see a new movie coming out that I'm excited about. Their food and drinks are amazing. I love them. It's not just Alamo Drafthouse, it's Mondo as well. And I have the link in my links page so you can check out like all the amazing movie memorabilia that you can get. They have posters, pins, vinyl records of like soundtracks to movies. They have games, puzzles, and apparel. So I checked out the movie posters and I want to get like a whole bunch of them And that's the decor I want in my house. They have like a really cool Ninja Turtles one that I really liked. They use artists who create these posters, and then they screen print the poster. So it's not like it's a movie poster from the movie. It's actually something that's like fan art that someone else created and that they turn into a poster. So that's really cool too. And they're actually always like searching for artists and stuff. And so I thought that was amazing as well. I still don't understand how to do all of this, like how to do all of this affiliate thing and sponsor thing. So be patient with me. I'll have the links in my links page and on my website. I'll have a separate one for the memorabilia and separate one for movie tickets. So if you want to buy movie tickets, you can get them through me, and that'll be awesome as well. And that's pretty much it for my podcast. I want to thank my Twitter squad. Y'all know who you are. There's so many of them, but y'all know who you are. I have this like overwhelming love and support from my Twitter squad. It's like awesome. I don't have any words for how grateful I am and surprised and shocked I am by everything that's going on with my podcast right now, because I decided to go on a break when I had finals, and all of these things started happening when I went on break. And I was like, oh man, I really got to get a podcast out. And I have like all these amazing reviews on my podcast, and it's just kind of like, wait, me? Y'all like me? Like me? Are you sure? Like, are you sure? Like, oh my God. So, I'm just overwhelmed, and I just want to say thank you to everyone on Twitter. You know who you are. I'm going to do a shout out to every single one of you on each of my podcasts. Right now it's SWO Productions because we just did the draft. So check out the draft. Vote for me. I hope you'll have a blessed Thursday and even more blessed Friday tomorrow. One more week till the girls are out of school. Oh man, when the girls are out of school, my life is going to be so much easier. It's going to be so much better. So, peace out, my fellow nerds. I love you. Have a great Thursday.